Hello, we're Caroline and Ian, a British couple who've given up work, sold their house, given away their possessions and are travelling now in a 27-foot bus, Frankie, along with our Bernese mountain dog, Delilah.
So come and join us as we travel Europe and see how van life and Christian faith work together.
Well, what a dilemma we've been in. So this morning, because I knew that we were going to start moving out of Italy, I decided to get all the paperwork together and went through the bag where we keep all the important stuff, and the passports were missing. So we went through every single cupboard in the van, which it doesn't take that long, but the junk that came out of them. Looked all through the van, looked all through the bottom, no passports anywhere. So I emailed the last camp that we'd been on with my mum and asked them had they found any, and they emailed back saying that they had. So dilemma over, or so we thought. We then had to do a 2.5 hour drive back, which actually took 3 hours because of traffic, and then we stopped for an hour there, had something to eat, and then we're meant to do a 3-hour drive back. Unfortunately, that took even longer because the headlights had broken, and Ian's doing a little video so you can see about that. We then finally got back to the site where we should have been staying, and it was completely and utterly full. So we have had the most awful day, but we had ended up then parking on a lay-by, so we saved a bit of money. We were fresh, ready for the next day and ready to move on.
Okay, this is where we stayed near Venice, right down near where that blue sign is, and the caravan park is behind the back of this car park here, if you can see the vans up there. And we stayed there for 2 nights, and then you have to walk all the way up this road in order to catch the bus or a tram, and then you virtually come back on yourself, and that's one of the canals that goes into Venice. So it's all pretty awkward. This is another car park at the side, so they don't let vans into this one. So as you can see, there's the vans there. Not a bad park up. I think it worked out about £15 a night. Got water, electrics, but we tried to get in last night after going all the way back to Garda to go and pick up our passports. When we came back to go into the caravan site last night, it actually ended up full, so we parked here on the side of the road and had not a bad sleep. It wasn't too bad, apart from the workers who were down here. Part of it's a brewery, and they were moving the kegs most of the night, and lorries turning up and what have you. So just going to have our tea and our breakfast now and set out into a non-Schengen Slovenia. See you there.
Slovenia? Mr. A, you a happy boy?
Oh, we'll see when we get there.
Our stomachs are rumbling, thinking about passing borders again. But well, we'll let you know how it goes. I keep missing all the views of the beautiful mountains, but they are out there. There's one. Ooh. Well, just like we slipped into Italy, we slipped out of Italy. Very little border, well, there was no border control. We just flicked straight into Slovenia. Now the difference with Slovenia is, whereas in France and Italy you pay toll charges to use the motorway, in Slovenia you have to get what's called a vignette. So because we're over 3.5 ton, we couldn't have a sticker on the front. We have had to get this machine. So this machine is topped up. It's got €10 on it.
I'm supposed to put that on your window.
Okay. We've put €10 on it, and that should take us through Slovenia, and then when we come back we just get it topped up and there is no toll roads. So here we are, Slovenia. This is a little town that we've come to in Slovenia. We're trying to get to the top of the hill to see a couple of churches and also the panoramic view before sunset, but we keep taking wrong directions. But Slovenia feels totally different to Italy. It's so still, it's so calm, really different from the hustle and bustle of this is the village as we come back down the hill, and it's now middle of September, and it's the first time in 3 months we've had long trousers on. There was still sunshine today, but it's just started now in the evenings to be a little bit of a chill in the air, and it's very nice because I don't do the heat. We're in Slovenia and we've just come for a little hike up the hill, and I can't believe how much care and attention has been given to this tiny little chapel. So it smells like it's just been painted. All the roof's been done. It's very, very pretty. We've made it to the church, and this is it.
Right, it is called the Crisgan Church.
Crisgan Church.
Yeah.
Here it is at the top of the hill, and we're trying to get round to the other side before sunset. So we're just going to do a fast walk down the hill and round the other side. On our way to see the sunset, we've seen these beautiful little creatures. So the little village pond, their crocuses are out already, and they've all got little bells around the necks. I thought you might have heard them, but no. A little herd of goats. Right, look at the size, at the height of the roads, and a caravan has actually driven up this. I don't know if you can see it.
No, you can't really see it very well. Hang on.
Get the grasshopper as well.
That's it, like that. Oh. No, I still don't think you can see it very well.
Okay, look at the grasshopper. It's huge.
And the grasshopper, right there.
it's really big.
Can't see properly how sharp that is. But just make sure that we've got it. That's the. There it is. Grasshopper. That Delilah was having a go at. And then the road goes up, 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 up there. And the place that we are staying, there's loads of dogs around, so they're all barking at Delilah for no reason. reason at all. And that's where we're staying, where the lights are. And if you want to see, look at that, it's just, Slovenia is absolutely green. Everywhere you look is green, plenty of green. Oh, I better get a move on before this dog barks its stuff. But we are making our way now back down there. It's where the van is. Okay, this is the back of the hotel. This is the parking lot for I won't say too much. Got a sports area, they've got loads of stuff around here. This is where we went for a walk yesterday. Really good.
Go.
Well, we've decided that now that we're out of Italy, just like we did with France, we're going to do Italy, the good, the bad and the ugly, and let you know what we thought of Italy.
So first thing for me was definitely the iconic sites. In fairness, we only did the top half of the boot of Italy, and even in that small area there was loads to see. We managed to see Pisa, Lucca, Venice, Lake Garda, and all without major travelling. It's not as big as you think it is.
Well, especially that top end anyway. Yeah. But what they do say is, we didn't really find out, but Italy is, the roads at the top of Italy are supposed to be very good, and the further you go down, the worse that the roads get. But I must admit, if you look at a couple of the videos, some of the roads that were in Italy were in poor repair. But so we stuck to the autostradas, which are like the motorways.
The other thing that I thought was really good about Italy was the food. Obviously the place of pasta and pizza and gnocchi, which I tried and absolutely loved. So food was plentiful, little bit expensive, but the supermarkets were just teeming with fresh food.
My worry, again, just speaking about the roads, was that when we left France, my worry was where on earth we're going to park up. And because it was more hilly than France was, we had a bit of difficulty at first when we first went in to find somewhere flat. So what we did was we drove for quite a while before we found a place where we could park up. But once we got over the initial worry about the mountains and various other things, where actually the top end of France, because we went on the motorways, was quite flat and very easy to get around, so that was okay. Yeah, the food was good, the markets, the shops, they even have Lidl's there again, you know, got Lidl's everywhere. The filling up for the fuel is really weird, because they have one area that you can go into where you pay a certain price, and if you go on to the other side, it's service, and you pay more for somebody to come out and fill your car for you.
I think it was 20 cents a litre more.
It is, it was quite a lot, yeah.
It was, it made a difference.
So that was strange.
Yeah. And my final thing that I really liked about Italy was the people. So I mentioned in France that the people were really kind to us, laughing with us and everything. The people of Italy gave us their hearts without a shadow of a doubt. When we were struggling with Delilah's passport, they were all out trying to help us. And Ian took a wrong turn once. Okay, I directed him on a wrong turn once.
Once.
One particular time, and we were waiting for people to start honking, hooting, shouting. They didn't, they just waited while we reversed, turned round and went where we should be going. But the people of Italy, you are enchanting. You know, you're very kind and, like I say, loving to everybody.
It was, because our first impression of Italy was that people were trying to run you down. If you look at those first videos, and even in the shops when you were going around the big supermarkets, they were coming at you with trolleys. But it was really weird that the longer that we stayed, the more that they seemed to get adhered to them. So I think it was probably because we were trying a bit harder when we actually got in to actually speak some Italian and to sort of bridge that communication. But Italy, all in all, you were brilliant.
Yeah, I think definitely if we're looking at the bad things, the pace of life is ridiculous. It's even the people with the shopping trolleys are zooming around. If you go and order a meal, it's placed in front of you within minutes. You know, it's not a big long night out like it was in France.
Must be fast cooks. You know.
So yeah, the pace of life. Why are you rushing, Italians? What's it all about? I don't know. You rush everywhere. And the other bad thing about Italy, which we've not really found so much in other countries so far, is flies. Wherever we went, whatever site we went on, there were black flies absolutely everywhere, and we couldn't get rid of them. Whatever we tried, it didn't work. You just ended up having to live with them, didn't you?
Yeah, I think that could just be the weather, though, couldn't it?
Possibly,
You know,
possibly.
just the time of year. Bit like you get in Scotland if you go up there at a certain time, you get all the midges. So anyway, I suppose you kind of get on with it, don't you?
Yeah. So would we go back to Italy?
Oh yes, absolutely.
I think so.
I think we might even try the bottom end.
Yeah. So we have only done a very small portion at the top, and definitely we'd like to go down the leg of the boot, into the foot of the boot, down to the heel of the boot, and then we will feel like we've definitely done Italy.